pick.
Woo! Great job, Green Bay. So many people from 8 to 98. Thank you for having us. Fantastic. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you in Dublin, maybe with the Badgers in 2027. The polka and the Irish dancing are very similar. We also hope to see you in Pittsburgh at next year's draft. Thank you. Before an honor dom, an Pioksha, den a Pittsburgh Steelers a Ogert. With the 185th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Will Howard, quarterback, Ohio State. Here we go, Steelers!
We talked early in the broadcast about the potential for Aaron Rodgers signing there. Now, Will Howard, native of the state of Pennsylvania, didn't get the offer for Penn State that he grew up hoping he would, started at Kansas State, transferred to Ohio State, and now going to Pittsburgh. Third quarterback to win a national title in his first season for the team since 1998. And this guy, big, strong, sturdy, looks the part.
Yeah, and sort of a shapeshifter, right, Reese? He goes to Kansas State. He ends up setting the school record for career passing touchdowns with only 48. He goes to Ohio State, plays with 5 stars upon 5 stars, and throws for 35 passing touchdowns this past season alone. Here, to me, is going to be the determining factor for Will Howard at the NFL level. When the puzzle was solved for him pre-snap last year by the brilliant scheme for Chip Kelly, it looked great. I mean, he tore every defense that he saw apart in the college football playoffs. He was inarguably outstanding in those 4 huge wins for Ohio State. There were other games, specifically the Michigan game, where the pressure got to him. You had an NFL defensive coordinator in Wink Martindale throwing some disguised coverages, and Will looked all out of sorts. Becoming a better processor post-snap will give Will Howard a chance to develop a quarterback at the NFL level.
Yeah, and I worry about arm strength a little bit. We saw that at the Combine. We saw it at times at Kansas State. I do want to applaud him. He went from Kansas State to Ohio State, completely changed his mechanics, loosened up his game. Throws like this were not happening when he was with the Wildcats. So his ability to learn, to develop, love that. And he's a winner. Can't take that away from him. He's going to give them some run element. This is Pittsburgh's first quarterback they've drafted.
That's the tap dance here, is that the talent is the quarterback. You got to give Will Howard a lot of credit. He made plays when he had to. He was consistent. 15 out of 16 games. Touchdown interception differential was on the plus side. Only thing it wasn't was Michigan, who was banged up in that game, playing hurt. They had a lot of talent. 2 great running backs, Ravion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins, Emeka Egbuka, and the great young Jeremiah Smith. He's phenomenal. The offensive line had issues with injury. Obviously, we talked about the center and left tackle, yet it didn't matter. Donovan Jackson was the key. Will Howard, a lot of people said, well, he'll probably be a career backup in the NFL. Yeah. Hey, maybe he'll be a little more than that. Who knows? But at this stage of the draft, you take a chance on a kid who came to a situation where there's pressure to win and deliver. Because there was no margin for error. In the Oregon game, they were like right there, ready to win that game. I mean, he still delivered when he had that gauntlet of games, really 8-9 game stretch where he came through, and the Michigan game was the only one where he struggled, and that was the game he was banged up.
Yeah, I mean, he reminds me of like a big point guard. He's not necessarily a guy who's going to elevate the people around him. The people around him elevate him. When he gets into a groove and it is clean for him field, but think back to the Tennessee game at Ohio State. He threw the ball as well as you could possibly see any quarterback throw it. Short, intermediate, deep, scrambling, buying time. Some key conversions as far as running the football late in that football game. I mean, he can do those kind of things, but it's just around him. What's around him has to be right.
Exactly.
It has to be right.
Exactly. But I think when you look at Pittsburgh, the weather, he dealt with it at Kansas State and Manhattan. He dealt with it at Ohio State late in the year. He had to play in a lot of cold weather games. So, I mean, Pittsburgh, again, he's going to be probably a backup. You would think that he's going to bring some opportunity there with the Steelers. Let's face it. Mason Rudolph's the guy right now. Yeah. There is opportunity. That's why I'm shocked that it's not Shador. But, hey, this is Will Howard's opportunity to seize this position and run with it.
You know, as it pertains to the weather, unless the Steelers schedule a game on the Arctic Circle, there will be nothing ever colder than that game he played in against Tennessee. I was on the sidelines for it. I can tell you, And he was out there. He didn't have sleeves on it, man.
I remember, was that the game where Tennessee showed up?
Yeah.
Pre-game warm-ups with no T-shirts, and then about 30 seconds later, had them all on again?
Well, I will say this. When they ran out onto the field shirtless, not that I condone any such games of chance, but if I had, I would have said, just go, take everything, and put it on Ohio State right there, because it was like.
I know Fowler told us, he said he's never been colder in his life. Never.
Look, we had a game day show in Bozeman, Montana, where we had our generators freezing. We're threatening to go off the air. And that was positively balmy compared to what it felt like. The temperature might have been colder in Bozeman, but it felt worse in Columbus that night. It was. So Will Howard's going to be fine in the weather, long story short. He also, the other thing, too, I also saw him play when he led Kansas State past that playoff TCU team.
Yeah.
Big 12 championship game, just relentless, tough. Guy's winner. Now Pittsburgh has him as we go back to the stage with the Ravens pick.
What's up, Green Bay? Flag football isn't the future, it's right now. We're the Lady Thunderhawks from Oneida Nation High School right here in Green Bay. On behalf of parents, coaches, the NFL, Toyota, and everyone growing this game, we're proud to represent every girl who's changing it. With the 186th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Tyler Loop, kicker from Arizona.
Here's the guy, Mel. Here's your guy.
Big leg race and consistency from long distance. He was 6 of 9 from 50 and beyond to the 62-yarder on November 15th against the Houston Cougars. 54-yarder against New Mexico. Look at it here. He can drive that ball. And think about even in 2023, 52-yarder against Colorado, 19 of 24 that year. And guess what? He's not just a kicker. He's a heck of an athlete. Soccer, football, kicker, punter. But punter, back in 2020, averaged 43 yards a punt, 8 punts of 50-plus yards, including a 64-yarder. He is an athlete. He just happens to be able to kick the football. Like you said, a heck of an athlete in high school. So Tyler Loop with the Justin Tucker situation with the Baltimore Ravens becomes a key addition to this football team.
Tyler Loop, kicker out of Arizona, going to the Ravens, and Mel touched on it briefly there with the Justin Tucker situation. And let's check in now with Adam Schefter with more on that. Adam?
All right, Reese, this pick comes as the NFL is investigating Justin Tucker, the All-Pro kicker, for allegations of sexual misconduct. Now, he has publicly disputed the allegations from multiple massage therapists. And the Baltimore Ravens, until now, have stood behind Justin Tucker and said that they were going to